Hi friends and fellow model shipwrights, welcome back to the channel and just progressing on a little bit. As you can see, I've put all the ribbing on. Don't know if it's correct or not. It looks like it's come out to plan. A few things a little bit strange. And then I moved on the stern. I've only just got the stern posts all just roughly in position and just sitting there. And they seem to be wanting to stay there, so I thought I'd take a picture of that before I move it. One of the problems I've encountered on this is how it had been drawn up. I don't know it's how I'm looking at it or what, but it just appears that you can see these lines that I put in. I'll point out to you. I'll point these out to you, these here. Okay. And the radiuses and all this. I achieved these by using a radii, using these an arm, and I don't know if you can see through there, but there's a locating pin that I do locate in there and get the arm that I use for drawing the arc. I will not assemble it, because you understand what I mean. There's the locating pin, then I've got a pencil and a measurement set off the drawing to where it should do. The problem was, as I go back to the drawing, you will see it. So, after casual measurement, measuring off this reference line, surface of frame assembly jig, okay, the position from there to that point up there on the stern post is 35 mil. I've used a square and all that to work that out. Now, that is showing where that is. Now, the post has to be cut off here, but the only problem is, go back to the model. But the problem that I encountered, that being 35 mil, I did go from the centre line, from there to a given point here on the 20th frame, just behind that 20th frame, and that's my locating arc finder that I made up, works out at, and then I draw the radius, and by me going back to the model now, I'll show you the line that I drew. So, so the 35 mil radius come to there. Well, it's a little bit off because you can see it's about 1 or 2 mil. Now, I don't know if I've made a mistake up here on the keel post or what. I can't see how, because everything lines up and it was made to the drawing. Maybe it's out a mil or so, but if that's the case, that's all right. So what I did is, first of all, I made up a frame and I put it down, a locating jig, and I put it down here like this to where that's set in. See if I can do this without it falling off. Right, virtually I got it into position. Now you can see this one's not quite sitting properly. Okay, they're not, they're just sitting in there. You can see is that distance from there to there out, where that one there. So it's throwing it out altogether. Now when I put it in there on this angle here, they follow the line, take that out, here. You see that the profile where it's been cut? So they follow it quite nicely along there. I cut the slots in there, and I took out 0.75 of a mil on each slot, a blind slot either way. I've done that quite easily. And because I'm looking for precision as to the model. Then, once I set this up like this, last night I think I did, I put it in there. I realised that this jig I made up for that must be wrong. So I can't quite work out on the drawing why it's got dotted lines that go up further 35 mil to the furthest point away from the keel post top edge. So what I've done now is follow the profile, and I'm going to make up the slots on this one here, so that all I have to do is put it into position and show it. I did go and see Lester Palifka homepage, or his log on the HMS Bounty, and where Dave Stevens from the who supplies the drawings of Harold Harns has helped Lester in his setup, and I noticed that he does run around the edge there too, because he had difficulty there. Maybe there's a little bit of discrepancy in what the drawing's done or how I'm looking at it. But anyway, that's how it goes, and probably it was clear as it should be. But anyway, it seems like it's going to work out nicely. There's a few little things I have done. I won't talk about them too much because it'll just tell me what a crap job I've done. No, not a crap job. It's just not correct. That's all I can say. Not quite correct. But she's slowly going forwards, and it's just lucky the ships of scale that we have. Lester's Palifka model that he made to this stage virtually. That's great help. There's others there that have just about completed and all that, but not the same scale as what mine's going to be here. But everything seems to be going well. You have to think about it a lot, and hopefully we'll move on forward. I have been using All About Series Book 2 to follow things through, and but Lester Palifka's page is quite interesting. Just to look at the pages from page 4 onwards, I think for a couple of pages to discuss it, and Dave Stevens from Lumberyard for Models helps him through the progress. I feel that he does, but the only problem is Lester's left up the pictures that he did not get correct, and he should have taken those off. But Lester hasn't been back to his page for a long time, so unfortunately we can't see his progress on the 148 scale he has done. He probably has finished it by now, but I don't know what's happened to him. Okay, this is after I made the pattern up to what shape it's going to follow, and it's the same as that one there. Put the slots in, so locating, now that'll work. Correct me if I'm wrong.